For the last 8 years, Trump and the MAGA movement have demonized unauthorized immigrants. Trump, in fact, campaigned on a promise to conduct the, quote, largest mass deportations in U.S. history. Much of this anti-immigrant fervor is built on lies. But here's a particularly persistent one, that undocumented people in America are a drain on taxpayer dollars and take far more than they contribute. That's why Donald Trump says stuff like this.
I will ban all welfare and federal benefits for illegals.
So here's the truth. Undocumented immigrants cannot receive federal benefits, period. Full stop. That means no Social Security, no Medicare, no tax credits, no student loans. The only federal public benefit unauthorized immigrants can get is emergency medical care. That's it. And under current law, many legal immigrants can't get access to federal benefits either. In 1996, welfare reform legislation imposed a 5-year waiting period on the ability of legal immigrants to get access to benefits like food stamps and Medicaid. A second truth is that undocumented immigrants pay a huge amount of money in taxes, much of it for the very same benefits that they themselves cannot access. In 2022 alone, undocumented immigrants paid $96.7 billion in taxes, with about a third of that money going towards Social Security and Medicare. In fact, undocumented people are heavily subsidizing these programs despite getting nothing in return. And if you're wondering why unauthorized people are paying taxes in the first place, here's the answer to that. To show that they can be responsible citizens of the United States if they ever get a path to citizenship, to show that they're following the law. They use what's called an individual tax identification number, or an ITIN. In fact, the IRS created the ITIN program specifically so that undocumented people can pay their taxes. And here's a final truth about immigrants and public benefits. Having a child in the United States does not help you jump the line, either for public benefits or for citizenship. This is the myth of the so-called anchor baby. And here's Trump again.
Even though these millions of illegal border crossers have entered the country unlawfully, all of their future children will become automatic U.S. citizens. Can you imagine? They'll be eligible for welfare, taxpayer-funded health care, the right to vote, chain migration, and countless other government benefits, many of which will also profit the illegal alien parents.
Here's the reality. The citizen children of undocumented parents are among the most vulnerable, disadvantaged groups in America. That's because their parents are often afraid to come forward. As a result, the children of undocumented parents are often far less likely to access the benefits to which they are entitled. 36% of children living in poverty in America are in so-called mixed status households, with one or more parents who are undocumented. Children of undocumented parents are less likely to enroll in preschool, less likely to be English proficient, far less likely to access healthcare, and more likely to be in poor health. And no, the parents of citizen children don't get a shortcut to citizenship. That's because it's incredibly difficult to sponsor your parents if you're a citizen and they are not. In fact, it can be up to a 36-year process. Let me explain. First, in order to sponsor your parents for citizenship, you have to be at least 21 years old, according to current law. You also have to be able to show that you can financially support your parents so that they don't receive public benefits. Second, your parents can only get green cards if they leave the country and re-enter legally, and that can only happen after 10 years outside the United States. And finally, if they do get a green card, it's another 5 years before they can apply for citizenship. Again, that's a 36-year process. Yes, there's a lot we need to fix about our nation's immigration laws, but we have to start with the facts. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.